Hello everyone! I'm going to try and do a setup kind of like this. You'll have my entertainment stand and got my new TV my dad got from where he worked. They usually throw away most stuff when they replace things, kind of like how GameStop does. So they were changing out TVs, so he had some TVs that they were either going to throw away, and he took some of them. Pretty much all the locals took some, basically. So I got a secondary TV like I've been wanting that has HDMI and more modern hookups on it. The only thing is the I believe it's called the RF thing, the little screw-on thing for cables. That's busted on this one, but I have enough TVs for that kind of thing if I actually need that, so that's not any huge loss. You may notice there was actually something playing on it. That's actually Elder Scrolls Online. I am watching now in front of a dark angle. I'm thinking of trying to have something kind of there-ish is kind of idea, but let me know what you think about it. If you don't like it, I can try something else. Like I said, I'm still arranging things. I'm trying to get ideas of a nice setup for that. Because the room I have most of my games in is a much smaller room, and I have the middle part filled with stuff, so it would be kind of hard to kind of do what I used to do in front of my shelf, though. Well, that room was much bigger. Anyway. So I got a lot of pickups, and since Dan had to make a comment saying that it was more convenient to turn the phone backwards from looking downward on it, we're going to do it sideways, like in the more older days I used to do, the darker days. So to show off first few things, Walmart has been doing some random deals on Amiibos, and I've got my hands on a few of them. Lucas from Mother 3 for those who don't know, I believe he was $380 something. Very good price. Ganondorf, this is a very nice one. It has very nice detail on it. Ganondorf was $4 something. Again, a very lovely price. You gotta keep in mind, these are usually $12.95, I believe. And that's not counting the Yoshi Woolly World ones, which I think they do 16 on those. Captain Ormar, I think he was 3 something, and he should still be that price. Ganondorf's, Lucas's, and the next one I'm going to show reverted back to a higher price. I think Ormar is still a cheap price if you're interested in it. Ormar, of course, he's a very simple design, so it's kind of hard to fuck that up, but still looks very nice. Then another nice looking one, Wii U, who was 4 something. This was very nice. I have to say, after the first initial Amiibos, I mean, I know I criticized like comparing the two Peaches, the Mario Party Peach and the original first Peach that they had when Amiibos launched. I have to say a lot of the later ones, they really did a lot nicer details on them. Wii U looks most excellent. And again, a very nice, delightful price. Now, I don't remember if I got to show this off because I've been playing it. I usually keep stuff I get new off the side on an area. And since everything's been getting rearranged, I haven't really been doing that good a job of that. But I've been playing this one, but just in case I didn't show it off, Wild Guns Reloaded. Very nice. The Amazon version comes with a little pin like the River City Ransom 3DS game I showed off. Just in case I didn't show that off, I couldn't remember. Now, things I'm sure I haven't shown off. And right after this, I'm going to do an unboxing video with probably these and the other indie box I got. I got the Blaze Blues Central Friction Limited Edition. I think I got it for $38 on Amazon. That's a really good deal for a limited edition, and Japanese limited editions don't usually too commonly go down as often like Western limited editions. I mean, I saw the new Doom limited edition go down to like, what was it, $40, $35? I kind of regret not jumping on that, but I wasn't really that big of a fan of the Doom franchise. I mean, I played them, and to be honest, I actually popped in the new Doom. It's actually really nice. If you have been a big critic of corridor shooters. That is a very big difference from Call of Duty's more modern entries. But this is very nice. I did open it because the contents in it aren't exactly packed in very well, so I wanted to make sure there was nothing wrong there, which there wasn't. Now here's an odd item here. Beggar Prince, the 20th Anniversary Edition. Now you might be asking, is that a Sega Genesis cardboard box? Is that a Sega Genesis game? Is that brand new? Yes it is. Well, the version I got's brand new. The game itself isn't. Beggar Prince is English version came courtesy to Super Fighter Team, which long-time viewers may remember there was some other Sega Genesis and a Super Nintendo game I gotten from them. They have either done games that never came to English, or with the Super Nintendo game, I can't remember what it was called off the top of my head, but that was actually a canceled game. You can actually find an article that was about that game in the Nintendo magazines. I can't remember the Pacific one, so that one was an interesting one. But most of the other titles are games that came from like Taiwan. I think Beggar Prince is one of those games too, but Beggar Prince was Super Fighter Team's first game, if I remember properly. And it has been sold out for a long, long time. They actually did a second printing, and obviously that sold out, and it's been a long time since then. Well, ever since then, they've had a sign-up sheet on their site where you can sign up and get notified if they ever do another print one. They, what was it, the tail end of 2014, I believe, they decided to do an print one. So I waited virtually like all of 2005 and the end of 2000. It might have actually been near the end of 2000. I can't remember the specific time, but it'd been a long time pre-order for this thing. I don't know if this is any particular good. The Star Odyssey, I believe it was called, was the only title from them I've completed so far. I've been wanting to do that other one where you're a bunch of like Chinese characters who like go into the future and shit in a time machine. That one looks much better because that is a party associated game. This is a single like Dragon Warrior style where you have one character. And you can get ganged up by, I think, like 6 enemies. Like this one screenshot, yeah, it has 5 enemies in it. Could be a potential 6th enemy. So I'm not sure how well that would do for the game, but it's nice to get the game. The original 2 releases had a clamshell, so I do have to say I'm a little disappointed in not getting a clamshell, even though it was the same price, but I guess maybe there wasn't as many orders, maybe, or maybe they just wanted to save some money. I don't know. Either way, it's still nice. It is still the original cover minus the 20th Anniversary Edition, which I'm sure is there to separate from the original version so people can't be like, this is the first print. Which there is a difference between the first print and the second print, because they actually took the time between the two to actually fix some bugs that was in the original print. So you can actually use that to differentiate the versions. But moving on, I've been blabbing too much on that. Let's see. On thrifting, I got this Dungeon Lords, and I think I got a version of this in some capacity, but this is a limited edition collector's version that apparently comes with more. So the discs aren't in the actual case; they're on little slip sleeves of that. But it looks like something like Boulder Gate's Diablo-style dungeon crawling in a 3D environment. So it looked good. I couldn't remember if I had this, but if I did, the cover looked familiar. The artwork for it looked familiar. Dreamcatcher also sounds familiar, the company that published or made it, or possibly just published it. It sounded familiar, so I'm not 100% sure, but it was just $2, so. I went to a news store. Where are those? I went to a news store I'd never been to before when we went to the bigger city, which I usually do. I usually go up there during buy 2 get 1 free sales at the special store that's located in that town. because they got like 4 GameStops and 2 of those stores, and there was a new thrift store up there that started, and we never been there. Now, my mom was in the hospital recently. That's actually why we were up there. My mom had a lung issue. I'm not going to get into that too much, obviously, because, that's not what you're here for. But she's doing good for anyone who's actually concerned. She's back home, and that's all good and that. But moving on to why you're here over that. Not my personal problems. But we went to that thrift store on our way out, and they didn't have too much video game wise, but again, as I've commented with thrifting, it's a mixed bag. You gotta keep going. It's just like gambling. You never know what might be in there one day or not. While there wasn't too much interesting, there was a few things. There was Don't Know Jack television. I'm pretty sure I don't have this version of Don't Know Jack. There were a few others of ones I always had. And then, what was all to one by was some Putt-Putt. Putt-Putt Goes to the Moon, and Putt-Putt Saves the Zoo. I don't think I have a full version of either of these. I've been collecting the humongous games if they're in decent condition. They do have light scratches, but not anything too serious. And all the contents, the book and the case, are in good condition. So now these two, I debated on whether I wanted to really get these two. They are also humongous games, but these aren't really so much clickbait. Did I say just clickbait? Click-based kind of exploring games. At least not in the vein of like Putt-Putt and Spy Fox and that. But I believe Pro Jared did a review on one of the games of the series. But it's the Let's Explore with Buzzy. I got the airport version and the jungle version. I don't know too much about these, but they were in really nice condition. They were 50. Now here's the thing with all these. These were normally 50 cents each, but the store was having like a 40% discount or something. I can't remember how much it was, but basically I paid I think it was $1.25 for all of these. So I got 4 humongous games and I Don't Know Jack for under $2. I know it didn't go to $2, so I got them for under $2. So that's not too bad a deal. Also, something else I got thrifting was Medieval Total War Battle Collection. That's Total War and the expansion of Vikings Invasion, which oddly enough has 3 discs, but it only has 2 slots, and it just had the Viking one sitting on top. I'm not sure if that's normally how it was, but the discs are in good condition, so I figured why not. Also, while thrifting for $1, I got another Learning Company game, the Operation Neptune. I liked it a lot, the learning games, explorative kind of games. So it was kind of nice to find that one of these. I played a lot of these when I was a kid, so it's just a little nostalgic for me. On top of that, another Common San Diego game. I didn't know if I had this one. This one's the Detective Academy Agent Handbook, Math Detective. I'm not sure if I had this one. It's hard to keep track of a lot of these. There's a lot of different ones. It's in great condition, so I figured I'd get it. It was dull. Now, at the Goodwill, here was a thing here. So, this is the second one of this I've gotten. Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. This one also does not have a case. The other one I got also doesn't have a case. It is pretty severely damaged. It was marked for $1. Usually they charge $3 for a unmarked video game. The Goodwill in my area has been very strange with prices because they used to tag everything, and then they got a new computer system and started just going under categories of what it is. So, but sometimes they checked me out still pricing them at odd stuff, so I don't know. It's Kind of just depending. But this one's pretty scratched up, but it's not as bad as the first one I got. The first one I got really cheap also. When I actually turned in a lot of the GameStop dumpster dive find stuff I got, and I got like $70, $80 or something for all of it. They had it in its discount bin of that. Because how vintage stock works is they're really collectors. If it's not complete, it's discounted, and well, it was a loose, damaged disc, so I guess they figured if somebody wanted to bottle time with it, but this one looks much better. It might even have the odds of possibly working even without buffing, but I got in the hopes that might be a decent chance to get it to work, because the Wii version's just so expensive. So expensive. Down your GameStop. Moving on. Also, I got the Duke Nukem 3D World Tour, which is a just a port with some additional levels of old Duke Nukem game. I wasn't sure if this might have a low print one or anything, so that's mainly why I got it, because it was a GameStop exclusive, so don't know how many copies were made. I got for a discount $14.99 with credit through Wedbox. I mean, I haven't spent actual cash at a GameStop in quite a while. If anything, the Wedbox has been profiting for me. But I still had some credit. I still have some credit. I still have like $20 or something around now. A very odd item I got here was the Street Fighter The New Challengers, which comes with Street Fighter 4 for the PC. And this is apparently some kind of digital comic thing. This was at the more... it wasn't the Goodwill thrift store. It had more mom and pop style one that was more volunteer based. These were $1 each, and they had probably hands down like 100 of these, brand new, unopened. Now, I opened mine to see what kind of thing for the PC it was, and upon opening it, the code there, it has a code in there, and the disc says for Games for Windows Live, which as far as I know, Windows Live is no longer up, so I don't know if it needs to connect to it or anything. So I don't know if this actually works. The game, that is. The digital comic thing, I don't know much about, but worst case scenario, I got a digital comic in a case that has two-sided thing in it if I ever need something for that. But yeah, I don't know if the game will be any, if it'll work, or if it'll even one on my new computer. Admittedly, my new computer is much better than the older one, but still, I don't know if it'll win that though. Moving on, limited game one stuff. Firewatch. I've actually beaten this. This is a pretty nice package here. I actually like that you get a fold-up map of the actual in-game forest and a lot of nice screenshots and that. Stuff there. I like the icon though for the forest area. It's kind of silly. It's kind of like an irony thing more than smart. But I think this one is pretty nice, and it also has a double-sided artwork where it has a nighttime looking artwork on the inside, so you can flip it out inside out. Overall, this is definitely better than Gone Home. I can tell you that. It's the same thing, really, in the concept that you walk around and let a story play out, doing very minimal things. There's a little more to do in this, but not too much more. But I did enjoy it a lot more than Gone Home, that's for sure. And then, of course, another nice ad was Oddworld Stranger's Wrath HD, which for some reason was only given a Vita version. I would have liked this more on the PS4 myself, but this was a very different twist torn for the Oddworld series. Very different twist. And it also, while it doesn't fit in the case, they made it bigger, but it does have a miniature map, which I would assume is of the area you go through that. I've never played or really watched anyone play Stranger's Wrath. I mean, obviously I've seen gameplay of it. You basically play like a bounty hunter in a third person. Was it third person or fourth person? Or could it be both? I can't remember actually now. Either way, it was either third, fourth, or both. But you were a bounty hunter and you took on bounties in there. Supposedly it had some big twist at the end or something. But I actually have still not to have that spoiled yet. So not really quite sure what that is. I do have my new indie box, which is was Showdown Force. I'll show that there, and we'll have that in the unboxing video. But I'll either do that unboxing next here, or I might save, well, I think I might wait for a few more interesting items to throw in with them. So, but also, while in the city up, after visiting my mom, seeing how she's doing that, we did stop at one of the game stores up there too, and I did get two games while up there. I got Omni-Man Major Malfunction, which is probably up there with what was the one? When Global Star Software bought out the Omni-Man franchise from 3DO, they made Major Malfunction, and I can't remember the one, but it's basically where they kill off all the killers except for Sarge, and he goes on a killing rampage, and that it's really violent-ish as you can with little plastic Omni-Men. Major Malfunction actually takes place after that game. Sarge, I believe, dies in it at the beginning of that. So this was pretty much, unless you want to count that one where you play as a wheel kid, which that wasn't even through this company or 3DO. So some people mention that one, but it doesn't really properly belong to the Omni-Man franchise. But this is actually a little tricky to find. Amazon listings for it have vanished on and off, and sometimes its pricing is actually kind of bizarre. This was a complete copy, has its case and well, I mean, its cover, its booklet, and its case had stickers on it, so swapped it out. The CD was damaged a little bit, but they gladly buffed it, and it looks perfectly fine now. So, that's nice. I pretty much almost have all the Omni-Man games, except for the handheld entries, pretty much at this point. This isn't probably a good game. The ones that Global Star Software did, in case you've never seen the logo there, pretty horrible games, pretty much. I actually just recently got new cables to play my original Xbox, and yeah, Soldier's War. That's what the other one they made was called. I've actually was trying out Soldier's War, and yeah, pretty terrible. The camera is horrible. Like, seriously, like, DSP bitches about cameras and like everything. You need to play Soldier's War, at least on the Xbox. I don't know on the PS2, it might be better. The problem is the camera just, it's so fast. It's just really fucking fast. It actually makes me feel somewhat ill actually after all the freaking toning and everything. But that's a whole different topic. Also, now I don't know if this is any good, but I do know the franchise is part of the Wagar, the Battle of Argos. I believe there was an entry of this on the PS2 also. I believe, and I don't think this has anything to do with that one. For anyone who's unfamiliar, Wagar was a NES game where you use a yo-yo, which seems to continue in this one as well. This was a complete version with the book and case and all that. Again, the disc was a little damaged, but they gladly buffed it, and it looks perfectly fine and everything. Both of those were $5 each, so probably overpriced for malfunction, but like I said, sometimes I've seen it, like, I remember one time when I was looking up on Amazon, was not even on Amazon anymore for some fucking reason. It's a very strange game that hides everywhere on that. That's pretty much all the new pickups. I definitely like all the new Amiibos I got too. I definitely really was happy about getting Ganondorf for under $5. I mean, I don't really get a lot of use out of Amiibos myself, but they look very nice on shelves. They're just nice little collectibles. I do have to admit, I can't remember who said it back when Amiibo started, but I do agree that even for people who don't own the Wii U, Amiibos had an interesting little, it's like, oh, that's my favorite character. I want that for my little collectible shelf for that. So definitely nice. I definitely recommend either keeping an eye on Cheap Ass Gamer, which is, well, I always find out these kind of deals. I tell you, it's great being subbed to them on Twitter. Or just check on Walmart's site yourself. These were on the website deals, not in store. I got them for pickups, though, at store, because, that's free. That's a smarter thing to do unless you really, really, want them immediately. Or if you don't have a Walmart near you, I guess that's a possibility, too. But still, very nice, very nice. I'm hoping to still get a few other ones that I want, but it's kind of hard to pass them up when they're like $4 or $3. It's very nice. Most of the ones after the initial ones are very nice, detailed figures. So kind of hard to say that. Channel-wise, that as I had feared over time is probably going to be pretty fierce. They're expecting orders to be up this year. So they're expecting us to make more of the pumps we make at the factory. Though they're doing a computer upgrade in the facility, so we're actually going to get a few days off on the week of the 27th. 27th be the week, whatever week the 27th is on. The 27th will be the last day to work. And then it'll be off until the 2nd of next month. So those will probably be the only real time off I'll be getting. And then there'll probably be a strict 50 hours per week for a few months, with some 60 hours probably slipped in there. So again, it's going to be a little tough to get some stuff done. I'm going to cut back on dumpster diving and thrifting. I've kind of briefly talked to a few people about it. What I'm going to do thrifting wise is I'm going to pick a day after work and go down and thrift and get my clothes done that way, because for those who don't know, I usually bring my clothes down to my parents and do it down there because I don't have a washer or dryer at my place. So that's kind of why I'm thinking of doing that. I'm not really sure about dumpster diving. I don't really want to stop because, I get some nice goodies. I get stuff to give away. I haven't made a video in quite a while, but man, there's been some nice finds. I found a GameStop bag just full of these bagged up 3 pin sets that will pellet pre-order items for Watch Dogs. There were hundreds of the fucking things. And I still had some of those Star Wars posters. For Christmas, I took those, and I got a long box for, Animation Takedown, where it has, Family Guy, Futurama, Bob's Burger themed card game for your mobile phone. There was a long card box filled with hundreds of fucking cards that had a code on the back to get that card for the game. So I took those, some of the Watchdog pins, and a box of Star Wars posters, and I gave those to co-workers for Christmas. And there was another co-worker who was bringing an egg, so I told him I was going to be giving away stuff, so he gave me a bunch of eggs to give away as well. So that was my gift to my co-workers who wanted any of that. I also had a few leftover cards of Pokemon codes, which expire at the end of this month. I think I have 3 or 4 more of those I'm going to probably randomly give out on Facebook or Twitter or something. Yeah, there's still been some nice finds in there. And I still have tons of those fucking Watchdog 2 pins. Tons of them. In the animation takedown cards. Tons of them. But, yeah, overall, you know, I don't really want to stop dumpster diving. But, obviously, I don't really want to dive there while they're running. Because, you know, they could potentially come out and see I'm there. And, I'm not really worried about, like, getting a ticket or going to jail or anything. That's very unlikely. But I am afraid of them, you know, knowing somebody's doing that. So, you know, oh, well, we're going to throw away Nebos, but we need a... Because they don't do that too often. They do destroy some things, but they also don't destroy everything. I mean, I got 5 Uncharted full guidebooks that had absolutely nothing wrong with them. No whipped covers or anything like that. One Cease and Destroy haul I bought in. But I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with that because of my schedule. I can't really go there early or late before after work because I get up earlier at my new position. So that makes... Because I used to stay up late on Tuesdays, and because the trash there got picked up on Tuesdays. Tuesday morning. Well, I mean... No, it was Wednesday morning. Oh, whatever. It was either like Monday night or Tuesday night or whatever. It's been a while since I've done it, since I got the new position I'm at. But I used to do that to get any extra goodies before the trash people took them away. But obviously I can't do that anymore because I get up more earlier, which requires me to go to bed earlier. Because sometimes I had to wait until like... Because they close at 9, but sometimes they would be cleaning almost up to 10. And when I get up at like 3:45 in the morning, yeah, that doesn't make that a very possible thing much anymore. And then doing it early in the morning, well, I would have to wake up even earlier, and I would have to go to bed earlier. So that also poses a problem. So I might just have to suffer the loss and not do dumpster diving for a while so I can have Saturdays to try and do content still. I've still been in the process of getting stuff rearranged. Yesterday I just spent rearranging my Italian, what's the word I'm thinking of? My entertainment stand. My entertainment stand actually was behind me where I'm sitting right now along the wall that's over here. And the reason I moved it over there is, for one, the plug sockets are in horrible positions. That way I have access to the 2 plug sockets, the one that's over there, and the cord can still reach the one that was along this wall. Plus it gives me a little space to get behind because the corner there kind of serves as a little open space so I can kind of get back there and rearrange wires because I still... You may see there's still some systems laying around that aren't hooked up. Literally, the PS4 and the original Xbox are the only 2 things hooked up, and the PS4 was the only thing hooked up for a long, long time. So I still got a lot of stuff to rearrange and get cables and everything. And my older TV that used to be here, because this isn't the TV I used to have, it's actually over there. Obviously you can't see it right now, but it's just sitting on one of the little drawer things I had, like I had it at the other place. Because right there on my entertainment stand, I used to have the big gray CTR that's actually behind this camera right now. That I'm going to probably put away because I haven't really used one of those in a long time. Though I would like to keep that just in case, maybe like something with a light gun or some other bizarre accessory kind of thing that needs an older television, you know, for that kind of thing. But yeah, I'm still getting some stuff rearranged, and this just been a lot of things to still do in that. So I actually wanted to get some more streaming done this weekend. This is Sunday right now. But we got hit by a horrible ice storm in fucking Missouri here. Very bad ice storm. So I was going to do it yesterday, but the problem was basically when I woke up, the power went out for a little while, so I got kind of paranoid that, you know, if I did something, the power might go out, and that would be very horrible for a stream, especially if it wasn't even that long. It's like, do 10 minutes, oh, power went out, and everyone has no idea what the fuck's going on. Oh my god, it's the world ending. Um, and the ice is, it's getting a lot more mystical. Like right now, it looks like fucking Silent Hill outside the window, but there's still a lot of ice on the trees and everything, and like it was bad ice. Like the like thin little branches had so much ice on them, they're like as thick as my fingers. So that's pretty bad. The last time we had an ice storm like that, we had a lot of trees fall down. And, you know, for those long-time viewers who remember way back when I had a tree come into my parents' house when I was still living with my parents, that was the kind of storm that was, too. So, yeah, I didn't have a lot of positive thoughts about streaming during this. But today is the last day for this emergency watch storm that was going through Missouri. So, hopefully, by next weekend, which I'm going to have some free time. Aaron's actually going to come up next weekend too, so we might do some stuff. I'm thinking of trying to see if he wants to try out Wild Guns multiplayer. I beat easy mode using continues. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to beat it in multiplayer mode because you need to be really, really good because you don't get continues in multiplayer mode, which I kind of get is kind of a balance thing. Because the more people you have, the more, you know, the screen you can cover on that. Especially since this goes up to 4 people. That's a lot of screen coverage. Especially if everyone's bullet. I mean, essentially, you could have, like, a good 75% of the screen covered. You know, each person take a major place that enemies appear and then just focus on dodging. But, I'm thinking of seeing if he wants to try to do some. But I beat the game with bullets. Bullets, I would definitely say, is a very good character for newbies. My next would be to try one of the original characters, which pretty much play the same. Anne and Clint are pretty much just carbon copies when it comes to what they do, the guns. As far as I know, there's no actual difference between them aside from, you know, the look, what they look like. What they can do seems to be exactly the same. But, and we might play some Elder Scrolls Online too, probably, since it does not work very well on his lame internet. But I've been mostly using my free time, since I haven't gotten any streaming done, to do some other stuff in that. I will be having a Dying Light video coming out. What was the... There were 2 things I also got a review I need to put together. Crap, what was it? Shit, I can't remember what they were. Because I got the fudge for them. It's been a little while since I got them out. Did I still have them out for, like, memory's sake? Crap, I can't remember. I had 2 games I got the fudge for. Oh, Firewatch was one. What was the other one? There was another one. And technically, Wild Arms can be added to that too. And I still need to do... I want to do a video on the base game for Elder Scrolls Online. Shit. I can't remember the other damn game I had finished. And top that off, while trying out the chords, I actually finished Spy Forza Spy on the original Xbox. I also got Touch Detective for the DS. After I beat Emily Strange, that was the next game I picked to play on my bikes at work with my secondary DS. Right now I'm playing the Dragon Ball Z card game though on it. It seems really long and drawn out. But Touch Detective is another game I'm going to have on the review table. Oh, Diablo 3. Diablo 3, fuck. So forgettable. The ever-forgettable pygmy that is Diablo 3. Yeah, Diablo 3 was the other thing I got finished with Dan. Which we want to do a stream on the new January event called The Darkening of Tristram, which seems like a much more challenging game than the game itself. But, you'll have that video to hear what I thought about all that. But yeah, Touch Detective, Wild Arms, Diablo 3, Firewatch. Then I have the original Xbox Spy vs. Spy. And yeah, and I'm thinking of having Dying Light come out today. Now, I'm thinking of also putting this video you're seeing right now out today or tomorrow. And if you do see this, most likely the few next unboxing type, well, not necessarily unboxing, I mean like my stuff where I do this showing off pickups and stuff. I've had a few of those and I hadn't gotten them up in there because I've just been really busy getting my house together. You know, getting all, I mean, you know, I collect a lot of physical video game stuff, so, you know, I have a lot of fucking shit. And I'm not saying that's a good thing. Believe me, it sucks when you're moving. But, I still have some clothing I gotta get put away too. I got a lot of the furniture all put up in that, so. And obviously the overtime I'm gonna be having isn't helping at all either. Because we only did 2 weeks of 50 hours this month. So, like I said, after this computer upgrade time they're gonna give us off to do this upgrade, it's probably just gonna be up to like, usually it's like up to like July, so that sucks, but I'm gonna try and do a better job to keep content coming up on the channels. I know I've been very neglecting the Let's Play channel, and I'm trying. I'm very sorry, and for those who been waiting for content, I'm really sorry about that. I just, you know, I'm trying to, you know, not neglect my real life, you know. I mean, I hadn't shaved in a long time. When you see some of the videos I've were doing, on the speak, you fool! But the videos in between moving and that, like I just recently shaved because well, I was getting out of control. But I just been busy, and I do really apologize, but I'm trying to see what I can do to keep content going, not just on the main channel. Like I said, I know I've been neglecting my Let's Play channel quite a lot, because I mean, I have Alundra, Drakengard 2, and Final Fantasy 11 videos. I haven't, the ones that'll, like, when I did those kind of streams, I would record a video of the, you know, like story bits and stuff, and like grindy random side stuff would just be in the stream, because OBS lets you do that, record, stream, and you can turn the recording on and off what you want the video of that. And I have those. Luckily, when my PC died, I had those all uploaded. I'm pretty sure I already mentioned that in whatever video was after my PC crashing and all that crap. But I did luckily have all those uploaded. But usually, like with Lundra and Drakengard 2, I don't usually start doing those until I either get really close. Ooh, bless me. Really close to the end or have them finished. That way, if I get to the point where, like, it's caught up and I'm still live streaming it, then I don't have, you know, another video to put out as easily. But I've had Final Fantasy 11 videos that I just, be honest, been a lazy bastard about. So, ooh. But I'm gonna try. I'm hoping it'll work out more. Like I said, I'm sacrificing the dumpster diving for probably a good chunk of the beginning of the year, and going to have a bit more abnormal thrifting, but I'm going to try and make it work out, and I hope it does that. Let me know if you actually kind of like it looking like this with like a TV in the background, can have something randomly going on. It obviously it's not going to look as nice as the people who overlay an image over it, making it look like, you know, that's happening live. Some people do that. You can get fancier cameras that also do a good job on that too. Obviously I'm using a camcorder, so it doesn't have that. But if you like this kind of setup, let me know. If not, like I said, I'm still trying to experiment a layout for the new house here or that. But today I'm going to spend a little time trying to get some videos put together so we can have some content going up. So anyway, thank you for being patient. Thank you for watching. And again, I apologize for just not having a lot of time for my YouTube channels. But I definitely appreciate those who keep watching and comment, leaving likes or even dislikes, feedback and stuff like that, you know. But hopefully once we get this stuff together, I can get OBS settings straightened out. And I really want to focus on getting Alundria done either during or after Dragon Quest Builders. I'm hoping with this idea to go back to how I was doing, you know, a day with 2 streams of 2 games. So I'm thinking of doing Dragon Quest Builders and then Alundria with Saturday, basically. That's what I'm thinking of doing. But anyway, blabbed on too long here, so I'll leave it at that. Again, leave any comments on the current setup if, like, the lighting looks bad. I think, at least as far as I could tell in the little preview video, the lighting seems a lot nicer in this room than it was in the older room, where sometimes we would get magical orange vision, where the lighting, some reason, would give the camera orange tint to everything, and it looked bad. So, anyway, I'll let you on your day. I thank you. Until next time, blaze the sun. Am I doing a really bad Kill Keemstar reference for some reason that has nothing? Good lord, I'm watching too many political videos right now. Okay. Blaze the sun. See you next time. Have fun. Be safe. Anyway, because I know there's some ice storms when, you know, I'm making this last too long.